guys, so I'm here to bring you kind of a little different video today. Instead of doing our normal daily vlog, I actually teamed up with some fellow moms from YouTube Mommy Meetup to do a fun February upcycling collaboration. So today I'm going to show you how to turn this ordinary table that I've had hanging around my house for about, I don't know, maybe like 8 years into a fabulous and fun Lego table for my son Nicholas. So to get started, let me tell you about the table. This table is an Ikea Lack, that's L-A-C-K, side table. I bought this table, like I said, like 8 years ago. I think it was about $5. They run about $8 now, but they are currently on sale this month for $4.99 each, I believe. The table itself is a little over 21 inches on each side, so it's a perfect square, but I think it's like 21 5/8 inches each side. So almost like 4 square feet, I guess you could call it. It is made out of like a pressboard wood, I believe, and then it has some kind of like finish on it that's pretty cheap. I mean, it's a cheap table, and it comes, when it comes, you have to just screw the legs on. As you can see, our legs are a little loose. And the color I have, I believe this is considered their black-brown color. I don't know if you can see, but essentially it looks pretty black. And as you can see, this table is pretty beat up. We've used this table in multiple areas within our house. Most recently, it's been used as a table to hold a old tube TV for when the kids are sick and need to be in their beds, and so they could watch movies and stuff in their bedrooms. Anyway, so let's get started with building this Lego table. First, let me show you the materials that I'm going to use. So, like I said, I have this Ikea Lack table, and right now they're on sale, I believe, for $4.99 for the month of February, but normally they run, I believe, like $7.99, which is still a great deal. Then I purchased 4 of these classic Lego base plates. So these are, if you go on Amazon and search, and I can put a link in the description below, these run about $7 to $8 a piece, and I bought 2 of the sand color and 2 of the classic green color. Okay. I also got this red duct tape from the dollar store. I got 2 packages of an adhesive Velcro. I got these at Target. I think they were probably $2 to $3 a pack. I'm sure I could have probably gotten this cheaper elsewhere. I know that sometimes the dollar store keeps it on hand, or sometimes you can find it at your local hardware store. But I happened to be at Target and thought I'll just go ahead and pick it up so I can get this video done for you. I have scissors, nice sharp scissors. I bought a pack of some of these hooks, and you can see they screw in. Okay. And then I bought a pack of these small, like slim plastic baskets. They were 4 for $1 at the dollar store. And that's it. That's all my supplies. So let's get started. And one other supply that I actually have is a piece of chalk, and I'm going to show you why I have that as well. So first step is obviously to open the base plates so that we can measure them on the table as to where they will go. I have decided that I think I'm going to go with a pattern like this. So essentially it will be 2, as you see, the green, so diagonal across from each other, and then the sand colored ones diagonally across from each other. I think it makes it a little more fun. And so what I'm doing at this point is I'm lining them up in the center of the table, and then making sure they're all lined up, and then I'm going to use my chalk to just kind of mark the corner of one, because all I really need to do is mark the corner of one, and then that'll be the one that I start with, adhering to the table, and then I can just build from there. So let's see. I'm going to stand up and just see if it looks even all the way around. Like I said, I'm just going to mark around the corner. And I know that's where that one goes. And I'm going to take them off. So now that I've marked that out, I am actually going to start with my red duct tape. Again, I got this at the dollar store. It was $1 for 15 feet. I'm not going to need all 15 feet. They had tons and tons of colors, mostly girl colors, because I think colored duct tape is like something that girls prefer to, you know, decorate with. But I found this really cool red pattern, and I think it'll go great with this black table. So what I'm going to do is actually, I don't know if you can tell, but like I said, this table's pretty beat up, so the edges are pretty worn off. What I wanted to do was go ahead and cover up some of those blemishes and kind of protect the table a little bit with this duct tape. So the plan is to start the duct tape on one edge, like this, like so. And have it go all the way straight across to the other edge. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. My son will love it either way. And then that's where my scissors come in handy, because I'm going to just snip it off here at the edge. And then just fold it down over the side. So, super quick and easy. It also helps because although I've kind of hidden my little chalk line here, wherever this corner is, so I've done it right up against it, is where I will put the first corner of the first Lego base plate. So I'm going to do this all the way around. There you go. Let me see if I can get you a little closer view. You can see that red is on the edge and all the way around. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a little uneven, and if you have a side that's a little less even, you could always put that side up against the wall if you really cared, but I think this side will probably be my back side because this is where it's the most uneven. So anyway, okay, let's get started with our base plates. I'm going to cut the adhesive, try and cut it somewhat evenly. Again, I don't think this is a step that has to be perfect. I think as long as you have somewhat even strips, that it will be perfectly fine. As long as you cut them, don't take them apart first before you cut them, because you want the two sides of the Velcro to be the same size. So the first step is I'm actually going to take one part of the Velcro and secure it to the other part, and then I'm going to take this side. I'm going to put it right down. I'm going to use this, push it down onto the tile itself. So as you see, I put it right on the tile, kind of, not really in the center, towards the outside. So my camera died, so I recharged it, and now I'm going to go ahead and get these adhered to the table. So I'm going to start with the first one and then kind of work my way around. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to push them down super hard until I know that they're all aligned, and then I will push them down and probably put a book or two on top to just kind of give them some extra weight on top to really get it to adhere to the table. can't see, those look actually pretty even on the first try, which is really exciting. And I'm just going to push them down. The top is done. So now I'm going to attach a couple of the baskets to the side of my table. So what I'm going to do is, what I did is I took, this is the easiest way to get these started. I took a hammer and a nail that is a little bit less of a width than the screw part of my hook. And I did what we call a starter hole. So I went ahead and made the hole by nailing in the nail with the hammer. Not all the way, but a good bit into the wood, and then pulled it out with the hammer, and now I'm screwing this in. So that gives me a good hole to start with, but it's not so big that this won't grip the wood. So now I'm just going to twist this in. So there you go, the Lego table is done. Now you could do a ton of modifications to this. You could use different duct tape, you could paint the legs different colors. There's a ton of variations of this you could do. You could use different baskets, bigger baskets, smaller baskets. The nice thing about these hooks is you can move them, you could take the basket off, you could buy a different basket, a bigger one, or a different shape or something like that. But again, this was a super easy way to take an old table you lie around your house and upcycle it for affordable and useful Lego table for the Lego fan in your life. So let's talk about the total cost. Well, the table itself I had lying around the house, so that cost me nothing. The duct tape was $1 for the roll, and I didn't even use, I maybe used about half the roll, not even that. The most expensive items were obviously the Lego base plates. These were $8 each on Amazon, so that was a total of $32. The hooks were, I think, like $1 for all 6 of them, and the baskets were 4 for $1. As you can see, I only put 2 on. You could also do 2 on these sides as well. I wanted to give Nicholas a place to stand where there wasn't a basket in the way, and also a side to go against the wall. The final piece was the adhesive Velcro. That was about $3 a package. So overall, our total cost for this table was right around $40. If you look online, a Lego table is going to cost you quite a bit more than that, and you didn't get to make it yourself, which for me means a little bit more than just buying something on the internet and having it sent to my house. That was something that was made in a plant somewhere. Instead, I actually took the time to make this for my son. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to upcycle an Ikea Lack table into a Lego table. Make sure you go to the description below and check out the playlist that contains all of the moms that I did this collab with. And as always, click thumbs up, hit subscribe, because I put out videos all the time, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
In the perfect way, you're perfect and I hope you stay your goofy little self eternally. Whoa, I'm weird like you, I know it's true. I'm in the clouds up there with you. You think you're flawed, but wouldn't you agree? You're perfect for me.